just did a look number crunching right now, and Canada has 2 trillion GDP per year,
0.1, yeah, trillion, yeah.
and we have 38
million people.
38 million people in our
39.
population. So let's just say it's
Look at that compared to the other populations. Though. Look at that compared to the other population.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
the fact is that there's probably about, let's say, 25 million people that are actually paying taxes, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
$81 billion was spent only on interest.
Yeah.
Okay. It's $2,000 per capita. Okay.
What is the
So if it's 25 million that are paying taxes, it should be about like 3,000 per year. Okay, we're talking about of interest that each Canadian is paying only on interest, guys. What a waste of fucking money, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, and this is the problem with dude. That money is important. That money could be going to these type of resources that you're talking about. Instead, we are so screwed because of debt.
Yeah.
What is the debt?
It's 80. What is it again? No, sorry, 81 was the, no.
That's not so bad.
No, it's not. And the debt to GDP, it's 2 trillion.
70%.
Yeah, it's 70%.
Jesus,
that's 2 trillion. We're in debt 2 trillion.
2.4 trillion. It's actually more because our GDP is.
This is what I want to see. When did this happen?
2024.
Don't tell me it jumped to that. That's
Jesus.
That's COVID, guys.
That's COVID for you. Yeah.
That's COVID.
That's why we're getting those
checks.
Those checks.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Derb.
So, and United States, it's 30. It just passed $35 trillion.
I don't know how that's ever gonna be paid off.
It's not
because they keep on
it's
printing
inflated.
Money.
This is gonna. But the thing is,
they just keep on moving the debt ceiling.
What we're not noticing.
That's all they're good at is raising debt ceiling.
In the loonie, the Canadian dollar has sunk in the past, and it's not going anywhere. It just keeps on.
I just bought a few things in US, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, 140 or something at least.
Couldn't believe it.
And they're in debt too, but we're looking as if we look shittier, and. This is our facts of right now. That's why I'm thinking right now. Like I was going to present to you a bit of the idea of like why we're going to recession. We just had a hiccup. In the past couple of weeks with this yen carry trade. I don't know if you heard about it, but the Nikkei. If you put up a chart of the Nikkei, that's the Japanese stock market.
Yeah,
that's the stock. So people were borrowing. From the central bank. Yeah. So look at it on 1 month. Even 6 months, because these charts are terrible that you show me. Okay, there you go.
Tell me where to go.
No, that's all good. That's all good. Just use this. Okay, right here. So you can see that the top was like 42.
Yeah.
1,000, and bottomed at 30 something.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how big of a move that is?
That's huge.
Okay, that's 25% of the stock market evaporated within a month.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's jumping back up. Most likely, this is as they call a cat. Hey, shit. I forget. There's a terminology. It's just like when a cat
out of the bag.
No, when a cat falls.
Yeah.
Even if it's dead. Gonna like bounce.
Lands on his feet.
It's dead cat bounce. Okay, it's a dead cat bounce.
Okay.
So when you have a dead cat bounce, we're looking at it right now, and I think the stock market in the United States too is having a dead cat bounce at the moment.
I think that's a great band name.
Yeah, it's actually a good name.
Yeah.
So I think September, the Federal Reserve will be lowering interest rates. They've already hinted.
That's not a good thing.
If you look at recessions.
They need
the moment that they start lowering interest rates is the moment recession hits, and they've already hinted that they're lowering interest rates.
I thought that would relieve the economy.
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah. Really,
it's telling you this problem.
So when they raise it, it's bad. When they lower it, it's bad.
The central bank is telling you we have problems. That's the reason why. And what did Canada do just recently?
We just lowered the rates
by 0.5.
Yeah. It's because we were in a recession, so they're lowering. So like, or we were So to inflation, because of inflation, you have to raise the interest rate. Because you're in a recession, you have to lower the interest rate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, there's some, what it is that they have metrics, right?
Yeah.
The central banks are saying, okay, what do we have to monitor that, we're in healthy states. So they always look for unemployment.
Yeah.
So there's the SAM rule. Okay. The SAM rule is pretty much over 12 months, the unemployment rate is calculated each month. So in the last 3 months, when it jumps more than, let's say, 0.5, in the combined version of the 3 months over the 12 months, it's a moving average. A little, you have to see it for yourself. But okay, so the 12 average is this way, but then all of a sudden the 3 month it's going this way, and then boom, it jumps higher. The 3 month jumped much higher than the 12.
Right.
All of a sudden, that's the SAM rule is triggered, and the SAM rule is only I don't think it's ever been incorrect, and that usually is a warning that recession is around the corner. Usually, the longest it's ever lasted without having a recession is about 6 months.
Yeah.
So we are probably in the midst of a recession. I don't know about you, but I'm in. I feel it. Okay, I feel it. Business is not as fast as usual. The calls aren't coming around anymore. Notice that, let's say cars, you can get them for a steal nowadays.
They lowered in price.
You just like, you had people were like freaking, going crazy for cars, even housing, real estate, going nuts for real estate. Things are moving slower. Currencies are exchanging hands much slower right now, which is it's part of life,
Of course, but people are not as freely spending because of the cost of living now is going up.
Interest rates.
Exactly. So you can't. They're not doing the luxuries. They're stopping the. There's many restaurants. They're not going on as many vacations, and what I mean. So you have to it makes sense. It makes sense.
And as for these rules that they've presented themselves, right? The central banks, and okay, we're gonna follow this, and then the GDP, and yada yada. They're always behind, right? And over time, what happens? Things break. Guys, Warren fucking Buffett, baby. All right, this guy, he sold half his stake of Apple. We're talking, he's got so much cash.
Just retiring, Steve. No,
this guy, I don't know, man. He's never gonna retire, man. His partner, Charlie Munger, passed away. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Recently?